everybody, I'm at historic St. John's Church in Richmond, Virginia, where Patrick Henry may have created a nation. This beautiful historic church witnessed one of the most electrifying moments in American history. This is historic St. John's Church in Richmond, Virginia. It was here on March 23, 1775, that a passionate Virginian named Patrick Henry stood up in front of some of the most famous men in American history, including George Washington and Thomas Jefferson, and delivered a fiery call to arms that still echoes in American memory. By 1775, tensions between the American colonies and Great Britain had reached a boiling point. The British Parliament had passed a series of unpopular taxes and laws, like the Stamp Act and the Intolerable Acts, without any colonial representation. Undoubtedly, colonists in all 13 colonies were frustrated, feeling that their rights as Englishmen had been violated. Things were especially bad in Boston, where British soldiers occupied the city like it was a captured foreign capital, and the Intolerable Acts had closed off all trade in and out of the city. In Virginia, Patrick Henry worried the same thing could happen there, especially after the royal governor of Virginia, John Dunmore, had disbanded the Virginia House of Burgesses in Williamsburg, the colonial representative legislature. So Henry and the other members of the House of Burgesses gathered here at St. John's Church in Richmond for the Second Virginia Convention. The delegates feared that any time Dunmore and his redcoats could show up and hang them for treason. It was during these tense moments that Patrick Henry rose to speak. His goal, to persuade the convention to raise the militia in Virginia and prepare for war. Many delegates balked at his proposal, as they were still hopeful for peace with Britain. Yet Henry saw the writing was on the wall. In a voice that stirred the soul, he spoke of the king's broken promises, the threat that Britain would cast them all in what he called chains of slavery, and the need for Virginia to stand up and fight.
What would they have? Is life so dear, or peace so sweet, as to be purchased at the price of chains and slavery? Forbid it, Almighty God! I know not what course others may take, but as for me, give me liberty, or give me death!
Although the exact wording of the speech he gave that day has long been up for debate, his last sentence changed everything. Henry's words sparked action. The resolution passed. Virginia began organizing troops, and just weeks later, the Battle of Lexington and Concord near Boston, Massachusetts, ignited the Revolutionary War. Today, St. John's Church still stands as a symbol of courage and conviction. You can walk through the same doors, sit in the pews, and imagine the tension, hope, and fire in the room that day. You can also attend service here as well, as it is still an active Episcopal church. The church is also famous for its reenactments, where you can see actors portray the debate and Henry's speech itself, letting you relive that powerful moment firsthand. The church is not just a site, it's an experience. So come to St. John's Church in Richmond. It's one of the best places in Virginia.